Aha! Oh. My camera off? What's going on? How are people doing this evening? Do I need to send a link over here? Go to my own channel. Go to there. And oops. Aha. Brian always beats me to it. All right. That should take care of that, though. Devil Dog, what's going on? Ahmed Zishan, how's it going? Ajith Jaden, what's up, guys? How are you guys doing this evening? I feel like my camera's slightly off. Like, do I need to sit up this far? Is this comfortable enough? I don't know. Miss Jane, good to see you, Miss Jane. The King Gamer, what's up? How are you guys doing tonight? I'm going to try to get moving here because I have been doing nothing on these arenas all day. Hope you guys are all doing well today, though. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just starting out. I have done nothing. James Smith. What's up, James? How you doing, buddy? Hope you are doing well. Message deleted, message deleted. Oh, okay, okay. Domas. Nick Newland, what's going on? Mr. Smoke, how you doing? Ethan, good to see you this evening. How are you guys all doing? Did you enjoy the banana stream? Welcome to the after party, guys. Getting it started right away. Brain Hannah. I think, can you see there's a dog behind me? It's kind of ominous, somewhat. She has had treats, multiple different rounds of treats. I literally took her outside 4 minutes ago. And she's had a nice walk and some good ball play. She's had everything the dog should require for the afternoon and evening, so she can settle the hell down. Huh, Zoe? Why don't you go settle down? I'm going to be over here chit-chatting with these fine people, the fine people of the internet. I'm going to pour myself a drink, and we're going to have a good evening and a good stream here. Tonight, we're drinking High West Whiskey, which I'm not sure that you can really see because of the glare. High West Whiskey, brought to you, oh no, American Prairie Bourbon. Should be delicious. Easy, what's up? What's up, Hunter? How's it going? Alright. Get ourselves a decent start to the evening, and let's get going. Move so we can see the dog? Yeah, I moved the wrong direction. I don't know what her deal is, though. She's a little bit panting. We were literally just outside, so if she continues to be a brat, I'm going to assume that we went out, it was raining, and she didn't want to poop because of the rain, and that's kind of on her. And I have faux hardwood floors, and as much as I don't want to pick up poop, I'm like, just do it, dog. You're ridiculous. Can't poop outside in the rain. Give me a break. Who doesn't like pooping in the rain? Chris, what's going on? Cheers, everyone. Welcome. So yeah, we gotta get moving in these arenas because I have not done jack shit. And then also, I was thinking about doing those Jubilee's arcade kind of things, which I have not done a single one of. I have no idea what you're supposed to do for them. So if you guys would prefer, we can kind of get onto some of that too. I only have a couple of champions in war that I might need, but probably don't need, right? Have you guys been doing the arcade side events already? Anybody given them a try yet? I think people should have. There's like, they reset on, is it Wednesday or is it, we get like 2 weeks, I forget exactly, till we get more tokens. Oof, that whiskey. That's not too bad. Not too shabby. My game performance is pretty shabby, though, at the moment. It is completely locked up, guys. Well, that's the way to start off. Gives us a minute to chat. Mitchell, what's up, Mitchell? How you doing, buddy? Your logo profile art needs to be your dog with a cocktail glass. It's essentially the dog stream featuring you at this point. Yeah, sometimes it feels like that. I don't know what, yeah. I don't know what she's doing over there, but just chilling. Oh, and I forgot. I was going to send out a tweet, because we must always send out a tweet as I emulate Brian Dingus Grant. So, let's go do that real quick. I had it all set up and ready to go. Where... I think it should show... Yes, there we go. Slightly different camera, but still the same. The tweet says, I told Zoe not to get on the couch because I was about to eat something, so instead she went here, where she was equally in the way, like right at the foot of the couch in between me and the table, so I had to like step over her, practically. At least she's not in the spot so I can stream tonight, though. And then I had it, like, can I zoom in on this? Oh, yeah, she's adorable. She's behind me, too. I don't know what her deal is, but yeah. Yeah, okay. Then we go with the little tweet. And there we go. Officially, a picture of streaming of me, and then also, or a picture of Zoe officially and me tweeting. So there we go. That's all good. Da-da-da. And muted. Okay, there we go. All right, back to the game. You did it, Corvus Cruises. Okay, yeah, I could use my Corvus. He's super easy. All right, and the game is still frozen. Awesome, guys. Well, we'll just restart it here. Dog, I don't know what you need, but you need to settle down. That's for sure. What? No more treats. Go lay down. Settle down. Nothing's going on for dogs. Yeah, see, and she's burping at me because she's had so many treats already. No. Zoe, go lay down. Settle down. You don't need anything. Redwood, how's it going, Redwood? Rank 3 Sig 60 Colossus or rank 3 Warlock Unawakened? That really depends on what you need. Do you need a big damage dealer with some of those immunities? Because that would be what Colossus is. I would probably go with Warlock, depending on what your other mutants champions that you already have are. I think there are better champions to be your first rank 3 mutant champion. So if that was your first, I might hold off for a bit. If you get close to a second mutant T5CC, then maybe do it. But yeah, I would probably hold off for the time being and go with Warlock. I think he doesn't need to be duped to take to rank 3. Hey, Zoe. Scotty Lang, what's up, Scotty? You might have been here just in time for me. What do you want? What do you need? You were just outside. Settle down. I'm gonna try one more thing. Give me just a moment. See if I can get her to chill the F out. Potty break screen. I know it's ridiculous already, potty break screen. But we'll see what we can do. Alright, so I will give you one last treat, and that is it. And then I need you to calm down. Have some peanut butter. Alright, there's a bone, and it is filled with peanut butter. Well, it's kind of like half full because, you know, you gotta watch your girlish figure. But get out of here and settle down. Okay, Good lord. Ridiculous. Do you guys ever have that problem where you just have trouble finding time just to do a little bit of arena grind because your children won't leave you alone? I swear, man. Some days, just so needy, so much tension. But, we can get back to it here. Yeah, that'll work. Just like a toddler. But I didn't get to go 5 minutes ago. Yeah. Whew. Kills me. Thoughts about Cole. I like Cole Obsidian. He does a bunch of damage pretty quickly. If you have a blue guardian, a tech guardian, to put with him on the team and increase his block proficiency, then he's pretty decent because he can ramp him up pretty well. That said, there's a lot better skill champs still. I have him at rank 2. I have thought about taking Cole to rank 3. Just kind of for fun, just to see how hard he hits, because he does hit hard and he is pretty fun, but once again, that's probably not my first Cosmic Champion I would rank up in Tish. But he's not bad, he's not bad. Placed 11 to 25% in solo gifting, not too shabby. Nice, yeah, I think I was, it was 1 to 5 with 179,000 points. So I did trade some crystals, for sure, to do videos and stuff. That was... what? I don't even remember how many units that cost, but it got me to around like 6,000th place or something like that. And it seemed like it was pretty easy to get decent rewards out of there and not really be spending money. Like if you saved up a little bit of units and spent them for that, then I think you'd be pretty able to get that top 5. There were people in my alliance who were getting it at more like 130,000 points. I think lower down, just barely above all the milestones. I think. Chris, you got not children but parents. You have issues with that? Yeah. Like, look, I just want to do this boring ass arena grind and talk to some strangers on the internet. How hard is this? Leave me be for a while. Go and chew on this peanut butter. Does it work if you give your parents peanut butter too? Probably not the bone part, but peanut butter, I assume. At least they'd be quiet for a minute. It is pretty funny, though, when she tries to make noises when she's got her mouth full of peanut butter, because she does a little bit of resource guarding with treats. When she was a really little puppy, I had to, like, take my hand and, like, my finger and swirl around in her food as she was eating and feed her directly out of my hand so that she wouldn't be, you know, kind of a little asshole about it. And so when I remember trying to go near her the first time I gave her peanut butter, I put it in like her Kong or something, and she growled at me with peanut butter in her mouth, and man, it was the most ridiculous sounding thing ever. Just this like ridiculous ass sound. It was hilarious. And I of course didn't take it away from her because that wasn't my intention anyways. Like I didn't think about it at first because it was just like she was in the hallway or something. I went to walk by her, and she started doing that. I was like, "Oh, are you kidding me? I give you this peanut butter, and this is how you repay me? Ridiculousness, ridiculousness." Yeah. So the gifting is out. I don't know when the Legends stuff is going to come out. I am kind of curious to see about that. See if I did end up getting that Legends title. Should be not too much longer, though, I assume. Is it usually about like a week or two after it ends? I don't know. I'm curious. What else do we have going on in the game at the moment, though? There's not a ton, just a ton of bugs, right? I've had numerous bugs. I have not died to any this war so far, but I did die to one last war. Very first thing I did was open up, or hit fight after boosting up, and I died. It was fantastic. Super irritating. What else has been going on, though, guys? Nothing too exciting happening in the world. Definitely nothing in the sporting world, for sure. Javon Francis, what's up, man? How's it going? You just want to clear Act 6. Where are you at, Chris? What part of Act 6 are you working on? Are you trying to get it all the way done? Are you doing that first... are you just getting Cavalier? Did you beat the champion yet? Grandmaster time? Where are you at? Uh-oh. I'm getting punked by a wasp. That's where I'm at. Get out of my face here. I know there's like ways that you're supposed to fight her so you don't die, but this is Arena! She should just die. Make it a lot easier. Anybody else joining me in a drink this evening? You've hit the random baking period of school holidays. Okay, all right. What are you baking, Miss Jane? Today, so guys, oh god, I gotta I should probably just gotta cut out the drinking, honestly, or as much of it as I've been doing, because that kicks you out of ketosis, and I need to do a little keto. I need to lose a few pounds. I had a friend of mine from my younger days who started doing it, and so I sent him a message and, you know, encouragement and so forth, and it made me like get on the scale and look at things, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that too. I need to get on it. So I cooked today, but nothing too exciting. I had some chorizo, and I fried that up with some onion, pepper, spinach, mushrooms, olives, and then cauliflower that was riced, cauliflower hash, and I just threw every cheese at it that I could find. So I'm like, okay, this is delicious. It's all cheesy with a little bit of spice to it, and can't really taste the cauliflower at all. And we're going to pretend that it's totally healthy. If I was only doing keto, it actually would be healthy. My body would be fat adapted, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I'm kind of bordering on that, especially since when I eat, or when I drink, it kicks your body out of ketosis. But I need to get back to it, so I need to be cooking a lot more at home too. And I'm going to have to get to some baked goods. Sith Australian Merlot, it was 90 Fahrenheit here yesterday. You have Sith Lords making Merlot in Australia? I don't know what the deal is with that. James, you have your whiskey like always. Nice, nice. What whiskey you drinking tonight? Usama Bali, good morning. How you doing, man? What is up? How are things on your side of the world? Uh-oh. No, no, no. Get out of here. Get out of here. You rascally little rhino. Cataclysm, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? South. Well, why didn't you put the other two letters in there, then? I feel like it's not really... You're not approaching the 200 character limit by putting an O and a U, Miss Jane. And why are you drinking Merlot on a 90-degree Fahrenheit day? Sheesh. And don't you do things in Celsius? Jack Daniels, gotcha. I find Jack to be a little sweet for my taste in general, and I do like sweeter whiskey, which is why I haven't gotten that big into scotches, honestly. But I will drink it on occasion. Especially if I'm at a party or something, as it is a more popular thing. Brand, that is. I'm doing pretty good, Cataclysm. I'm glad you're doing well as well. Nothing too exciting going on. I needed a couple of days off after... well, after the football the other day, guys. It was pretty rough. Jamari, what's going on, man? Rimo spent billions for the gifting event? Well, I doubt anyone spent billions. That would be a little ridiculous. Can you imagine if Kabam made billions of dollars? That would be insane. I've given them hundreds of dollars for sure. Actually, thousands of dollars technically, but yeah. Yeah, we do Celsius. That's okay. You were just conscious of the stream. Well, that's very, very proper of you. So 38 in our language, and it's lighter red? Eh. Yeah, but don't you want a white wine on a hot day like that? Should I be drinking rosé all day, Miss Jane? Maybe something with some bubbles? Yeah, it was a rough day. Jamar, you spent 1,000? Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot more than I spent. Or maybe not. But yeah, don't spend anything you can't afford, but what you can afford to spend and want to, feel free. I remember getting irate with a woman one time. Not trying to be... I don't know. It just... She told me how much she spent on a dress, and she showed me the dress, and it kind of just blew my mind, because I was just like, why would you spend that much money to look that tacky? Like, it was just a terrible, terrible dress. And she got all pissed at me, and she's like, well, I'll just spend my money how the hell I want to. You don't know what I do with my money, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, okay. Just saying, maybe, you know, donate that to charity and wear a trash bag, because it'd look about as good. She was not thrilled with me, though. In general, we played poker together, and we tended to argue a bit anyways, so it's fine. I got some of that money too. I kind of miss that. That's the thing I haven't done for a while, especially since the pandemic times, obviously. But even before then, I haven't played poker for a while. And I used to play a fair amount of poker. And it's, you know, I wasn't making a living at it or anything, but I wasn't losing really either. And yeah, I just haven't felt like gambling for quite a while. I guess being in the casino business for a decade and gambling fairly often will do that to you, but yeah. I miss it. You were so salty on Streak 27 and put in R3 4-stars and got matched with the Death Squad? Is this in the featured arena, Mr. Smoke, I would imagine? Yeah, you cannot be doing that. You're going to get killed. It's got to be rank 4 or above nowadays. Your account, you spent $2,000 for that gifting and $1,000 for your free-to-play. Well, I don't think you really quite necessarily understand what FTP means then? Maybe you're saying units? Kabam is not fair. What is Kabam not fair about? What did they do? I don't get what's not fair. Seems like they're totally fair. They're a business who sells nothing, basically, and that's what we pay for. Yeah, the featured arena. Yeah, it's not safe anymore to use rank 3 4-stars. So don't do it. Rank your champions up. Nice, Cataclysm. Right on. 200 subs. That's cool. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm just plugging along. I try not to pay attention too much to the numbers, you know, right? That's what they tell you, is don't watch the numbers. And it's not really, you know, it's, I don't know. I don't know what's fast or what's good or whatever. I see things on Reddit. There's like a subreddit called Let's Play or something that talks about streaming and getting going and stuff. And so I've seen people who are doing a lot worse already than I am, so yeah. They're not giving you your dollars. Where are your rewards? Jamar, are you saying you haven't gotten your solo rewards yet? Well, chill, man. You'll get them. They'll come out. Mine took a while to come out this afternoon too, so you'll eventually get them, for sure. If there's something tomorrow where you haven't gotten them, then yeah, I'd send them a support message or something and be like, "Where are my rewards, yo?" But give it till then for sure. Still a little time. And I'm the high one, yeah. Well, I mean, I also am the high one. Yeah. Yeah, Kat, though, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting start so far. I keep thinking of all these different videos to make, and then I'm realizing I have no video editing skills. I think what I decided to do, though, instead of doing war videos, because the war videos would be a little dull, honestly. And, I mean, war videos in a way are kind of dull when anyone makes them, but for me, we're only in Tier 2, we're not in Tier 1. We do occasionally get matched up against Masters Alliances, which is annoying AF. But it just is not going to be super exciting, especially because I take a lot of the same fights. There were a couple of fights today that I didn't take, which I really should have, you know, but it would have been the same thing. And Chris, my alliance mate, pointed out that, well, no one's going to learn on the harder fights if I just always do some of the same ones. And it's like, yeah, that's a fair point. So, I don't know. Kabam is a business. Yes, so many people seem to think that Kabam owes them. Nope. They're out to make money. Exactly. Yep. That is how businesses operate. Could you imagine, though, if you invented... I mean, obviously, this takes a lot of people working on this game to keep it updated, keep new characters. It's absolutely amazing that they come out with basically 2 new characters a month. What, December was the first time they've missed that in a while, I would say. From my memory, anyways. And we don't know exactly what happened there, why they didn't release the newer version of Scarlet Witch or whatever. Or if they just never intended to. Or wait, no, they did... Were I-Bomb and Spider-Ham both in December? I thought I-Bomb was before that. But anyways, either way, they put out a lot of new characters. They put out new content every month. They are a very successful business that takes a lot of people to operate and a lot of people to keep everything moving. But could you imagine if that was what you did? Like if you were maybe an indie game designer and did that and came up with the idea and then you were making millions and millions of dollars a month because people just wanted to play your game where they got virtual characters. They didn't even get anything that was lasting. That would be a pretty sweet gig, I would have to say. Of course, being licensed to Marvel, I'm sure, costs a lot and so forth, but yeah. Yeah, I know, man, but the subs make the biggest deal about it, so I celebrate the milestones. Cool, yeah, no, hell yeah. Well, no reason not to, man. I always appreciate when you come in here and ask people to smash the like button or say something about it. It's awesome. It was supposed to come out for WandaVision's Scarlet Witch sigil. Did we hear something about that officially, Chris? I didn't hear anything specifically. But I would be curious to know because I want that damn Scarlet Witch, as I want all characters in this game. Must get all the characters. Get out of here, buddy. Oops. Red Hulk is not a champion you want to be messing up versus in the arena. This dude can bash your face in. And I really don't want to push him to a L3 either, because he'll just kill me. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Alright. Yeah, I would like to still get the old Scarlet Witch, too. I forget which one of the crystals she's in for the incursions, but I need to get on that tomorrow, too. Get out of here. On that note, smash the like button. Do it! Thanks, Cat. Always appreciate the support. Oh, mamma mia. Silly old domino. Get out of my face. The old Scarlet Witch has been named Scarlet Witch Classic. Maybe it has something to do with the new one being released when the TV show comes. Okay. But won't that... Aren't we supposed to get Jubilee and Strife here? So won't that throw things off? We did have 3 old champions in a row, right? Because we had Colossus, Luke Cage, and Spider-Gwen, I think, all in a row going back. And I am kind of getting that itch to go for a new character in Arena, so it had better be Jubilee or Strife here soon. I think it would be Jubilee first since they offered her early access bundle already. So I assume that she's the next champion to hit the arena, but it'd be cool if it was Scarlet Witch instead because the series comes out on Friday, I think, right, guys? WandaVision comes out on Friday. That'd be cool. Chaos Crystal? Well, that would make sense, Chris. Yeah. I went for the one with Wolverine, I think, still. I don't know. I guess we could go look and see if she's labeled Classic in there. Not bad, not bad. Next should be Jubilee. That's what I think. I assume that I will be going for her, just because why the hell not? Not back to work yet, so might as well grind for Arena. That's not the right thing. Where am I going, guys? Oh, okay, store. That's it. And incursions. Because this should both answer, or this should answer both questions. Yeah, so I went for 2 of these nightmare ones because of Wolverine, since I was going for him the featured anyways. And that didn't happen. Chaos Crystal. No, this one just says Scarlet Witch. It doesn't say Scarlet Witch Classic. So you're right about her being in there. She doesn't say Classic. Does it say her as a champion, though? If we go 4-star... Oh, it does. Okay. Interesting. Scarlet Witch Classic. Yeah. Well, hopefully they get that new one out. She didn't, I don't know, didn't seem like she'd be too OP or anything, but still, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it as a 5 or 6 star. Scarlet Witch available. Don't even need to be bothering to go down here anymore. I don't really think so, but we'll do a few more. From the bottom, I guess it makes it slightly easier. Duvid12, what's up? Abdo, I'm currently in the middle of Cav exploration. Missed BG stream tonight, so thanks for keeping you company. Yeah, for sure. Oh, and then you corrected it. I paused and read it like, Cav? And then you corrected it the next line down anyway, so I just gotta know where to read, you know, in the chat. You're guessing Old Scarlet Witch should be in the next 5-star featured? I don't think there's any way they release her... Oh, Old Scarlet Witch. Yeah, okay. That would be cool. That would be cool. So I can then try 50-some chances and not get her either. Just like Wolverine. That's been very disappointing. I don't... You know, Wolverine's not going to get used for anything, really. It's not going to be crazy. But I got a 5-star Apocalypse. I want a 5-star Wolverine, damn it. Give me that friggin' Wolvie. What are the best champs for Realm of Legends? Well, any champion who does a bunch of damage, basically. You're going to need always a specific counter for the Realm of Legends Wolverine who can reverse healing or out-damage it in some way. There are some champions who can do that with a high enough combo like Aegon. Aegon would probably be the easiest champion for Realm of Legends. Overall, I would say. But lots of champions can do it depending on the level they're at. If you're talking like lower ranked champions, say you want to do it with 4 stars or something, you would love a Awakened Aegon or Guillotine 2099, or technically Star-Lord could still do it. Or basically you could do it with anyone so long as you have a Poison Immune champion to do the Scarlet Witch and some champion to take down Wolverine, you know? If you had a Warlock or a Void or Human Torch or anybody who can reverse healing with, especially if you have the Despair Mastery already unlocked. Yeah, champions like that. Realm of Legends is not the challenge it used to be, and you can even take it down with a rank 3 Cord, actually. So, if you are so blessed with a rank 3 Cord. I don't think I could take it down with my rank 3 Mole Man, though. I don't think that would work out too well. Then you know what? I don't think I'm going to try either. Maybe with enough bleeds, I guess, and despair? I don't know if you could keep that up. That'd be difficult. That'd be very difficult. Stupid autocorrect? Yeah. My car! You haven't gotten Professor X from 20-odd current featured crystals? Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. I know the feeling, man. I know the feeling. I have Professor X as a 5-star. I think I got him from the arenas, actually. Yeah. I don't remember what I had to put up for him. Nothing crazy. I think that was like a 50 million if I... Or maybe like a 54 million, 55 million. If I get him, I get him. If I don't, I don't. Whatever kind of grind. Which is what I'll be doing for Jubilee as well. I think I'll just do, you know, 50-some million or something. Whatever I can get with my 6 stars, actually getting them through 6 times and concentrating on that. Because I have not taken the arenas very seriously for at least the last month. And it shows in my unit stack for sure. Because I spent a bunch of units for gifting. I bought a couple of the offers. So that was part of how I got higher in the gifting score. Otherwise I wouldn't have had that many, really. I got the offer at the end of Act 7, too, which was not a great offer, but I figured I was going to use most of those resources. And then I got the offer at the end of Cavalier, too. So that was a lot of units right there, 6,000 something together. And yeah, need to get these units back. So I should be grinding instead of yapping here and drinking water. All right, Abdo, I have work in the morning. Have a great stream, my dude. Yeah, thanks, Kat. You have a good day at work tomorrow as well. Oh, work tomorrow. What a thought. This has been very, very, very odd. Technically, you know, obviously we're in 2021 now instead of 2020. Thank the bejesus. But it still has been not quite a year since all of this mess started. So if we go back time-wise rather than, you know, by the calendar, this has been a very odd year for me. I have never actually gotten unemployment until this year. And I had been unemployed for a month or two here or there before, but just not very long, because anytime I was able to go out and find a job pretty much right away, because the casino industry is one of those things where if you have skills, you can go and get a job pretty much anytime. But yeah, it's been an odd year. Because technically I still have a job, and the place where I work is still open. They're just not doing what I do. It'll be nice to be done with it. Be nice to be done with it all. Slap some vaccine in me. Get back to having happy guests. Making cocktails for them. I haven't made a cocktail in months, guys. It's been since before Thanksgiving, that's pretty sad. So maybe I should make some cocktails for the stream, for sure. Maybe we'll start making cocktails when we, I don't know, should we have some kind of goal for cocktails? A cocktail night, or have a night of the week where I do some kind of cocktail or something. The problem with that is I will have to have specific ingredients, which if they're all alcohol, say making a Manhattan, well, I already have whiskey and I already have vermouth, which probably hasn't gone bad because I don't know how long it takes to go bad, but yeah. And then bitters, so I can make something like that pretty easily. But for other cocktails, I'm going to need fresh ingredients like lime or lemon, which I don't always have on hand. I often have lime or lemon on hand because I make a lot of guacamole and I put lemon in my tea. Stuff like that. But other specialized things would be more difficult. And what if I have to get specialized vodka or some other kind of liquor, and then I'm just stuck with all that liquor? I don't want to be drinking the same cocktail for like a week straight, you know? But perhaps on the weekends or something, Friday or Saturday, we can make it like a cocktail party. Welcome to the cocktail lounge. We will drink some random crap. And I gotta do a recipe on stream and shake it up. Just shake it up on stream, you know? James, have you received? No, dude. I'm way far down the list, so yeah. Dudo, new player. Varun, what's up, Varun? How's it going? I'm a new player to Contest Champions. I want to ask you that I have somehow saved up to 1,500 units, so what can I do with those? Varun, well, the best thing to do when you're a newer player, this is a game of patience, right? So, first of all, don't ever sell any of your characters, and secondly, don't buy crystals with units, okay? What you want to do is buy masteries. You want to buy masteries that are going to help you to make all of your champions stronger, because rather than getting one or two new champions like through crystals who might be better or good, you want to use those to get carb cores and stony mastery cores and that kind of stuff to then get masteries unlocked and buff up all your champions at the same time. As far as which ones to go for, that's a little bit, you know, up to you. You definitely want to get parry unlocked. You want to get stupefy. You want to get limber. You want to get dexterity. You probably already have those kind of things unlocked. And then some of the basic things. Courage actually is fairly valuable when you're starting out. You want the recovery masteries, salve, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely spend it on masteries. Yeah, no vaccine for me, James. I'm ways down the way. Captain, what's up, Cap? How you doing? You know, for an intoxicated gamer, we haven't seen you actually intoxicated yet. Well, no, I'm intoxicated. What the hell are you talking about, man? I'm always... I don't stream sober, Cap. There's just more than one way to skin a dog who won't stop whining. Just because I'm not, like, loopy or out of it or anything like that doesn't mean I'm intoxicated. Trust me, brother, I'm fully intoxicated. There are things that I'm sure you've seen me smoke. Because did I bring that with me? Or did we have that? I forget. We went to the game. I don't remember. But yeah, just not loopy. Hey, dog, go settle down. Cocktail. Yeah. What's up, LK? How you doing, buddy? You recovered from Saturday yet? Well, you know, you went through half a bottle of Jameson yourself during the... yeah. I actually didn't drink. It was weird. I think I just knew that it would have made things worse if I had, and... there's nothing for learning how to live with disappointment like being a sports fan, because professional sports, there's only, there's 32 teams in the NFL. So only 1 out of 32, that's really only your chance of being happy is 1 out of 32. Those are not good odds. Those are pretty terrible odds. And those odds are greater or lesser depending on the quality of your team and the skill and the just all sorts of different factors. The schedule, Zoe, go lay down. So, it really depends. But if nothing else, it teaches you about disappointment. So I learned about disappointment, and I will move on with it. I did spend pretty much all day yesterday, though, just waking up and then going around through my day and just being like, fuck, man, really? Really? That was pretty much the whole day, yeah. And I would just do things, go about my day, whatever, and then just repeat that, and yeah. Zoe, what do you need? I swear, dog. I will try taking you out one more time, I guess, when we get to that hour mark, okay? When we get to the hour mark, which is not a concept you at all understand, then I will take you out one last time. But every time we go outside, it involves me putting on pants and shoes. It's all rainy. There's a raincoat. There's a mask. It's a pain. And we were literally out there right before I started the stream. So, the next 20 or so minutes, you're going to have to get down and settle down. And chill the F out. No, we're doing whiskey. We're doing High West whiskey. It is from Utah. And surprisingly, one would assume Mormons, or at least people living in Utah, make pretty good whiskey. So, yeah. How about you, Cap? Have you recovered? Did you have a little bit of a hangover? I'm doing okay. You just became Thronebreaker today. Dude, nice. And you pulled a 5-star Apocalypse. Damn, dude. Right on. That's a damn good day, LK. Congratulations, man. Yeah, we have the end of that new account. I was not that intoxicated. I was worn out, Miss Jane. That's for sure. Oh, top of the morning to you, Billy. Good to see you, laddie. Yeah, you're intoxicated and I'm intoxicated, different things. Well, technically, legally speaking, I'm not driving a vehicle, even if I hadn't had a drink, when the stream starts, Captain. Not happening, so. Legally, I am intoxicated. Just a different source, yeah. But I didn't need to go then, and also I'm hungry, but not for that thing, the other thing, yeah. Ah, she's killing me. She's just over here whining. She went, too. It wasn't like she didn't pee. I'm of two minds of it, too, because on the one hand, I'm like, no, you were literally just outside. Like, you can't possibly have to go again. On the other hand, I'm like, well, she wouldn't probably be bothering me if she didn't need to? I don't know. She's definitely not getting any more TREATS's tonight, that's for damn sure. Had plenty of that. She's going to get bigger than I am in our lockdown here. You got your Alliance gifting rewards, but no solo. Yeah, they're taking a while to get out, dude. It's not even like you put up a lot. You literally put up 75k. Guess that puts me between 1 to 5% and 5 to 10%. I think that would probably put you in 5 to 10%, I think. But somebody else was saying earlier that they hadn't gotten theirs yet either. And it's just taken them a while to roll it out. They do it in stages. So there are people who had lower scores than me who got their rewards before I did today. There are people who had higher scores that got theirs before me. It might be regional, might depend, you know. Not sure. But don't worry about it. If you haven't gotten yours by, say, 10 or noon Pacific time, so like 8 p.m. UTC or whatever, then maybe think about sending in a support ticket. But other than that, you're probably fine. So you came back to this game in March 13th of 2020. That is not surprising. That would be the time, yeah. You only had 15 5-stars, 0 6-stars. 10 months later, you have 76 6-stars? God damn, dude. And 174 5-stars? Wow. So have you been... LK, did you get dumped? I'm sorry, man. Sorry about that. That sucks. Never fun to get dumped. Never fun to go through a breakup, you know? Or have you alternatively not been working this entire time? Because also that's not fun either. But it took me a fair sight longer than that to get my account to where it's at. Oh! Guys, this is Captain America that I'm fighting with, not Civil Warrior. I totally 100% was not paying that close attention and thought that I was about to power drain Doom right there. Because it would have been Civil Warrior's L2 and it would... RIP! What's up, Peters? How you doing, buddy? And Glory, what's up, Glory? What's going on, man? You been lurking for a few? I hope you guys are doing well. Trying to convince yourself you don't need a replica of the Voyager Golden Record. Oh, Pete. I mean, why would you not need a replica of that? Could it come with a phonograph that plays whatever the music is? Isn't there? There's a 3-minute song too, isn't there? Is it Is it Beethoven or something? Mozart? I believe there's a song that goes with it, right? The replica, though, I think that would be damn cool. You can put that record on your wall. I got gold records on the wall, y'all. And just have it be the Voyager golden disc. That would be pretty damn awesome. It's getting fairly far away right now. Can you imagine that? That's the furthest away any object has ever made it that was man-made. And it's literally hundreds of millions of miles away by now. And we still have barely scratched the surface of the universe in terms of distance. Like, just not even anywhere close. Like, that's just... It's not even in our backyard. That's the front doorstep. That's not even... You haven't even taken a step out the door yet. And still, hundreds of millions of miles away. Insanity. I'd go for a Pete, depending on the price, of course. You know. Doggy might have bellyache. Oh, poor puppy. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, she could, but I really doubt it, because Billy, if you missed it, we went out literally 3 minutes before I turned on the stream. Like, Brian was ending right when I came back in. I had to click it when I wasn't even ready. Exactly. And, hey! Shh. Sorry, guys. I used this table that she chewed on when she was a puppy. And has not chewed on since then. But I've had a couple of these times now where she lays down next to it and will start to nibble on it slightly. I'm like, no, you little shit. Get out of here. You can both wait. And don't chew on the furniture. Chew on the furniture. Yeah, what is it? Tasty paint? Ridiculousness. No, but I doubt she has a bellyache. Otherwise, she would have gone when we went out. Because there was no reason for her not to. Other than the rain. Which, in that case, that's her problem. Yeah, it's a 3 LP box set. With all 5 hours of audio on it. Interesting. Cool. You got a turntable for Christmas? Oh, dude, Pete, that's awesome. So, oh yeah, I think I remember you saying that, actually. So you're going to become a total vinyl snob now, I believe? I had a lot of... Well, I didn't have a lot of records. My parents had a decent amount of records when I was growing up. And my Uncle Jack, like, had a fairly decent album, like, vinyl collection. My cousin, too. My cousin Ian has the turntables and likes the vinyl audio. Yeah. Pete, did you watch, whatchamacallit growing up? Did you watch, Cosmos? With Mr. Carl Sagan and listen to him talk about humans? Human. The most human of conditions. Yeah. We wanted to believe. Vicious on the mic and the turntables. Yes, sir, your digital formats suck. Get off my lawn! Priceless. Vinyl snobbery is where it's at, Mitchell? Okay. The audio on vinyl is so much better. All of the sound spectrum, none of the digital compression. So, literally the whole chat now are vinyl snobs? Okay, good to know, good to know. Friggin' hipsters. No, you haven't seen it. Oh, okay. That's always what I think about, Pete. I always think about Cosmos and Carl Sagan when I think about Voyager. Because he was involved with that project, wasn't he? Or is it just that he talked about it on Cosmos and that was like my first exposure to knowledge of that? I watched so many Science Channel and History Channel, things of that nature growing up, guys. I even probably... God, I don't even know how many times I watched that original one. But I always loved any kind of stuff about space or astronomy or cosmology or whatnot. I remember telling someone, a girl from school that I was into cosmology, and she's like, "Really, Abdo? You want to do makeup?" I'm like, "No, Julie, I don't want to do makeup." Damn it. Not cosmetology, cosmology. The study of the cosmos. Carl Sagan was in charge of the whole thing? Okay. I couldn't remember if that was the case or if he just had a hand in it or whatnot, but yeah. As close as I ever came to genius, I do remember that though. Pete, have you ever been to the Pacific Science Center? Did you ever go as a kid for class or any of that kind of stuff? They had King Tut at the Pacific Science Center for months, a couple years back, and Stephen Hawking went before he passed away. And this was, I guess this was probably more like 7 or 8 or 9 years ago now, but I very specifically remember coming out from the Pacific Science Center, having not actually seen King Tut, because the line was super long, and my girlfriend at the time was really pissed that we ended up not doing it, which, I don't know, her kid didn't want to do it. It just was like an ordeal. But anyways, I come out, and I see all these people standing around a guy in a wheelchair, and that was my first thought, was like, oh, wow, is this person really that important if they're in this wheelchair over here? Like, what are they? It's a lot of security. Are they rich, or what's going on? It's like, cause you think they were like Stephen Hawking or something. And then I looked and I was like, oh, holy shit, that is Stephen Hawking. I was like, this is as close to genius as I will ever be in my entire lifetime. And I told my girlfriend and her daughter, and like, look, it's freaking Stephen Hawking over here. And I kind of was about to get out my phone, and someone instantly was like, no photography. I was like, no, that's my mom texted me. So yeah, I totally wasn't gonna take a picture or anything. Like instantly, before I could even get it out of my pocket. It's like, see, here's a text from my mom. Yeah, so that was as close as I got to genius. Would have liked to have met Carl Sagan, though. That dude seemed like a cool mother effer. Dozens of times? Right on. Well, Panda Man Pete is, LK. And Cap is a Hawks fan. Cap's not from Washington, though. He's, well, you weren't born in Washington, were you, Cap? He lives in Sacramento. He's just a Hawks fan because he chose to be, which is cool. He was not... His love is pure, as it was not determined by geography. Although, in fairness, mine wasn't determined by geography either, considering I thought myself to be a Niners fan when I was younger. But as it turned out, I was just a Joe Montana fan. Yeah, Pete, I think I saw him in Dallas when I was younger, actually. So I wasn't super fussed about it, but I would have gone. It just was really long and kind of expensive, and the kid didn't want to, and I don't know. Whatever. Or maybe we were waiting for my parents to meet up, and they couldn't meet up, or I don't remember what the whole deal was. It didn't pan out. Anyways. But I saw Stephen Hawking, which was cool. Pete, can you teach me the ways of Ghost? I've been teaching myself and have been progressing, but would like tips from the master. David, go watch some of his streams and his vids. He never makes any vids specifically. Ankit from the community has a great guide for Ghost. But other than that, Pete's just going to refer you to watching stuff and people play. And just practice, basically. He was doing wheelies, showing off. Yeah, Billy, dude, he had like all these... He had a huge entourage around him. It was like 15 people solidly. And they were all professors and whatnot, and it was pretty cool. But it's like, wow, Stephen Hawking came to see King Tut. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it's not like he wouldn't, but being all that, you know, because he's 60, 70 something when he died, right? This is right before he died, so maybe... Yeah, I just would have thought he might have seen it before then, had some opportunity in academia to see King Tut before that or something, but... I was just like, that made my whole whatever that period of time was. It's like, dude, I got to see Stephen Hawking. That was cool. Yeah. Just a lot of practice, to be honest. Yeah, see? He just tell you to practice. You're born and raised in Sacramento. Okay, cool. Used to live in North Hollywood, but spent a lot of time in Sacramento. I've not spent a lot of time in California myself. I've pretty much only ever driven through it. You should make some guides. Yeah, Pete, that's an idea. This is what I learned from Pete. Let them miss twice, go in for a shortened combo, and finish them off. I was a little late on that, but whatever. Still worked. If you get good at Ghost before having Wasp, or without the Wasp synergy too, I think that actually helps you quite a bit, knowing when to do things, how to do things, without that synergy. Okay, dog, it's been almost 20 minutes. We can take you out. Or are you just gonna go settle down on your own? Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, I don't exactly know what she wants, seeing as she is settled too? I don't know. Who the hell knows what's in the mind of a little doggo? Pete, I wanted a remote-controlled Stephen H. when you saw it in Big Bang Theory. I actually know what you're talking about, Billy, and yes, I would have also taken one of those too. A lot of people were like, "Oh, Big Bang Theory, that's what stupid people think smart people are like," which is kind of somewhat accurate, I would assume, but and just didn't like it for the base, network TV qualities of it and the laugh track and that kind of stuff, which in general I kind of agree with. I'm kind of over laugh tracks and comedies, but at the same time, I kind of like the characters okay. They were somewhat silly, somewhat enjoyable, in the same vein as How I Met Your Mother, that kind of thing. But, I'm not putting it up there with the top comedies of all time, that's for sure. Don't lead him. You only have Hood, no Wasp as a 5/6 star. So you've been using Ghost in your Act 6 exploration? Okay. Yeah, you'll get much better with her overall and timing with things if you're not using that Wasp synergy. Still, it would be very nice. Maybe there's some variant content you could do. How are you... I mean, you have that Ghost already, so it's possible you could do variant 6 and get a Nexus Crystal. Or be on the lookout for some other Nexus Crystals. Maybe one of those pops up with a Wasp in it. That would help out for sure. Guys, Kings. Cap, you have a good friend named Chris who own Fat Cat tattoos. If you ever need a tat, let me know. Send it down there. Don't get me wrong, you're using 4-star Wasp and Cav exploration. Yeah, I mean, that works. People love to hate Big Bang Theory? Yeah, for sure. And it just is one of those things that people love to hate on, like, oh, it's so crap and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I mean, it's a network sitcom. It's not going to be out of this world amazing or anything. But overall, I like the characters. They seem likable people. They're funny enough. Some of the scenarios and situations are funny. There's references I understand. Things that I like and, agree with and nerd kind of stuff. And then What's-Her-Face is, pretty attractive. So if any show has a very attractive woman in it, I'm like, I'll give it a shot. Well, okay, maybe I should clarify that slightly. I'm not going to watch reality TV because there's attractive women in it. That's not going to happen. But any drama and or comedy that I think might have a chance of being decent anyways is going to have a higher chance that I will watch it if there's someone I find attractive on the show. Shallow, I know, but honest. What can you do? You love that show? Yeah, I mean, I liked Big Bang Theory. My parents loved it, and that's cool. They love other stuff too, but I kind of gave them a little bit of crap when they'd say a few things about it, but yeah. There's only a handful of sitcoms that the cast have made 1 million per episode. Yeah, for sure. That's a pretty big statement, right? Miss Jane, you hate Big Bang Theory with the fiery passion. See, there you go. People love to hate on it. You love vinyl and you hate Big Bang Theory, and you sip red wine when it's 90 degrees outside, you may be a hipster, Miss Jane. You may be. It's a true story. But like most things that people love to hate, it's fine, not amazing, but not awful. Yeah, it's good background TV. Exactly. There was a time where I had no cable and I had an old TV that wasn't mine, and I couldn't stream anything interesting. I didn't want to watch it on a tiny laptop, so it was like a bigger, older TV, but I could connect a DVD player to it. And a friend gave me 6 seasons of Big Bang Theory or something. And so I watched them all in the background because, yeah, why not? It worked. You're considering taking Hood to rank 3. Thoughts? No. I don't think I have any thoughts about it. Yeah, no, I got no thoughts, Pete. Literally, I have nothing that I think about that. If you want to do it, feel free. I feel like it makes a lot of sense. For you. Anyways. How many scenarios do you come to where you, instead of reviving Ghost, use Wasp? Oh, what the hell was that? Buggy ass game, guys. How many scenarios do you have where you, instead of reviving Ghost, you use Wasp, which I know you use more often, or where you use Hood? Because I feel like there's not that many. But if you do, go for it. Because there's not much content in the game where if you have Wasp or Ghost with Wasp and Hood and you're using her, there's just not that many places where you're going to die with her where you would actually need to use the other two, you know? You only learned how to actually use him after having him for ages. Were we talking about Hood? I don't know. Dude, if you like Kaylee Kuwako, you should watch the Flight Attendant on HBO Max. So good. Yeah, I still haven't figured out what my deal is with my HBO subscription. If I have it or if I don't have it or what. But, yeah. What's up, Fitzy? How you doing, buddy? I love the X, by the way. It's fantastic. The Big Bang Theory wasn't bad. Sheldon made me cringe the most, but sometimes he'd make you laugh out loud. Yeah, for sure. I felt the same way. I'm sure we'll go a certain amount of time down the road where we'll look back on that and be like, wow, this is kind of awful. They were making fun of this clearly mentally whatever guy. Like, he has something we're not supposed to be, laughing at or something. And, wow, this show was bad for laughing at that. But, yeah. Somewhere on the spectrum. Something. I think it's the polite way of saying it these days. Which doesn't really seem that polite, but whatever. Now, the idea of watching an episode of Young Sheldon, that makes me want to stab my eyes out. But who knows? That could be a good show, too. You never know. Could be funny. Oh, missed. Wow. Heat, I'm thinking about taking my Phoenix to rank 3. Thoughts? Not seriously thinking of that. Never ranking up Phoenix for prestige again. Wasp more often than Hood, yeah, but Hood has uses. And you think he's cool. I don't like his face. It scares me. when he goes into his L3, and digs shit out. Like, I don't know. But you do you, Pete. You do you. I mean, how much... There's not, that many Mystic champions that you'd want to rank 3 at the moment anyways, right? Ahead of him? Doom, Supreme, other Sorcerer, Supreme, Claire, possibly Sasquatch, Tigra. I don't know. There's only a few other ones that you'd want to, so yeah. If you got the T5CC just rolling in, why not? Do it. Oh wait, you have Longshot duped. I would probably prefer to take up Longshot. Not sure I would, but him either. But yeah. Hood is pretty cool, actually. Panda Man is right. All right, Fitz, that's fine. You can be on board with the Hood is cool club. Who is it that loves Hood? Is it Cat Murdoch or I forget? I know somebody in the community does. You're a fan of ranking champs you like. If it makes your gameplay more enjoyable, then do it. Hell yeah. Agreed. Very cool character, just overshadowed by the Great Mystics. Yep, somewhat too. You personally love The Big Bang Theory. I think it's hilarious, and the fact that Sheldon lands a girl like Penny... Wait. In the end, gives me hope for myself. I think you've got those slightly mixed up, but yeah. Yeah, right? Exactly. The stupid, nerdy dude... Well, not stupid, but... The brilliant, nerdy physicist landing the kind of bimbo-ish blonde. Sure. Although she's... got a heart of gold, so she's not really a bimbo, but you know what I mean. Like the stereotypical Barbie blonde kind of chick. Which I don't really do Barbie blonde. That's not really my thing. And anybody who gets lip implants, oh god, instant turn off. Mr. Smoke, you like young Sheldon? Alright, see, there's one vote for young Sheldon. Ryan, what's up, Ryan? How's it going? If you don't get CGR or Apocalypse in the feature tomorrow, you're going to be pissed. Alright, well, good luck, man. Good luck with that. You're probably going to be pissed, but hopefully not. I hope that you get one of the two of them and enjoy. Me, I go into crystal openings with extremely low expectations. Are you talking about the 5-star? Is the 5-star feature changing tomorrow? Is that why? Have you been saving up some shards? Oh. Get off me! Getting hit by a Psylocke. Young Sheldon doesn't do it for me? Yeah, not me either. Well, I mean, I assume so. I don't know. Who would see, though? It's great news, Fitz. Gloria, are you chiming in late? The Big Bang Theory is... Is there any point to locking on when you're going against a champion who doesn't evade? I don't even know. The Big Bang Theory is a cult now. Hit the ball running to be top Trekkies and the Star Warsers. Nerds are cool scene now because of it. New generations are getting the babes now. Not that I've noticed, but maybe, yeah, I hope so. I hope that intelligence is an attractive trait. For the sake of our species, I feel that's pretty important, actually. That's why I like the John Waters quote about I think I may have talked about it on here before, but if you go over to a person's house and they don't have books, don't fuck them. I always love that quote. It's like, yeah, exactly. If they're not intelligent, if they're not a reader, don't do it, guys. Don't breed with them. Make us a smarter species, please. You're teeing up 3 rank 5-star Guardian Spider Pig, and you're actually thinking of Carnage. For rank ups, Fitz? What are you talking about? Lord Shadow is the Hoodmaster? Okay. You don't like the Barbie blondes, excuse me? Yeah, no, not really. I like... I do like blondes. I like women in general, so they don't have to be blonde for sure. But I generally like blonde 5'3" cross-country runners. It's very specific, and only ever found 2 of them who kind of liked me. But still, that's about where it's at. Anybody with plastic in them, really doesn't do it for me. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, you know. Except in those cases where it is clearly some kind of mental illness. But, yeah, other than that, no. See you guys, you see you're not welcome here. Oh, Pete. I assume that you're not a Barbie blonde because you, I think, are anatomically correct, and Barbies aren't, as we know. So, pretty sure that the word from the MCOC house at New York Comic Con was that you were anatomically correct. So, yeah. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. No discrimination against any hair colors or haired people or amount of hair. Yeah, something like that. Not kidding, Gunnar. Not Habdo, timing was perfect. Joke runneth over. Yeah, general fun rank ups. Okay. Carnage, huh? Really, Fitz? I don't know about Carnage. I've occasionally thought about it because I don't have that damn Nick Fury, but I don't know. I can't see pulling the trigger on a Carnage. Anytime you're in that scenario where you just really want that bleed champion and he would do crazy, I feel like there's somebody else you're going to use overall. And for the armor break, likewise, I feel like there's better armor break characters. I don't know. Carnage would not be on my priority rank up sheet. But for fun, go for it. Yeah. Are you going to try to hit New York Comic Con this year? If it happens, yes, Pete. I would definitely try. I was thinking about it, well, 2 years ago. For sure. I was very close to just buying a ticket. You know, we talked about this a little bit and everything, but yeah, I would definitely be down. Can't really worry about getting the con flu if got a pandemic raging, but yeah, it's gonna be questionable. I don't know, guys. Do you think by October we're not rolling out the vaccine as quickly in America as we were promised or as we would like to, due to things we don't talk about on stream? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there will be one by then. I don't know when people will be done wearing masks. I know. So I was looking, Pete, in Washington State. I think you are going to be in March or so, because based on who was getting the vaccine first, it was like people 70 or over, then people 50 or over with 2 comorbidities, so say heart disease and diabetes or something. And then I think it was like started to get to people deemed essential workers, like grocery store workers, which I find interesting. There was no mention of restaurant workers because restaurant workers aren't essential. It will always be a luxury to eat out. But at the same time, if you're working in a grocery store, everyone there is wearing a mask in Washington State. If you're working in a restaurant, people by necessity can't wear their friggin' masks. They can't eat with masks on. So I'm not saying that we should, restaurant workers should necessarily get higher priority than like grocery store workers just based on volume and so forth. And obviously medical professionals, first responders, people who are taking care of the elderly, that kind of stuff, they obviously need to go first. But of professions, you'd think one where I was required to be around people who didn't have their masks on and might be imbibing alcohol and making slightly poorer decisions, and who were prone to going out when they didn't need to, so might make slightly poorer decisions on that basis, you'd think maybe we could get a little bit of like 3rd or 4th preferential treatment for vaccines. But not as far as I know so far. If it is at all possible to go to New York Comic Con in October, though, hell yeah, I will be down to go, Pete. I will be down to go. We can ride on the same plane together and, to OTPH chase. Whatnot. Pete was too skinny for you. Girls were more jealous of him than they would really say. Pete is a slender fellow. Yeah, he's definitely keeps himself very trim. But no shaming. No body shaming, damn it. A little skinny for me too, though. And the penis, but whatever. You have 140,000 shards, Ryan. Okay, yeah, dude. All right. Caban better give me them or else. Well, I wish it worked that way, my friend. But yeah, good luck. If you're going for those characters, good luck. I hope you get both of them. At least one of them, though, for sure. That would be cool. Oof. Oh, that was a good neck pop there. All right, now see, we're about 15 minutes past where I said that I would take the DOG out, and she has just settled down and is not making any noises. So, Billy, I'm going to throw out your tummy ache hypothesis, because If it really was, then she'd probably be pacing around and might have pooped inside or something, right? So I think it could have just been one of those times where I'm talking, there's no one else around, so she just thought I was talking to her. And she was like, why aren't you doing things with me? Why aren't you playing? Why aren't you doing whatever if you're talking to me? I have the same problem anytime I get on the phone with my mother because, well, I don't really talk to anyone else on the phone. Because I hate talking on the phone. But you gotta call your mother, you know, every once in a while. Yeah. So yeah, might have just been an annoyance situation. Alright, that's another solid amount here. Do I need ice cubes? Don't need ice cubes. Ice cubes. Real quick. Be right back. Me too, Miss Jane, me too. You're not getting the vaccine until March in Australia, so frustrating? Yeah, well, gonna be longer than that for me, I'm sure. You already got your vaccine, Duvid? That's good. That is good. Congratulations. You're going to have to figure out your school situation in October. You might be moving up to Bellingham next fall for school. Really, Pete? Okay. Interesting. Is there anything else there than Western? I assume you would be going to Western. That would be cool. My cousin went to Western. He is an accountant from Western. Yes. But had a great time in Bellingham for sure. It's a very fun college town, is my understanding. I have not spent time there myself though. But it's a pretty cool place as far as I know. Kabam have still not explained who Rocket tugs at his apparent man, or why? His apparent man region after winning? What do you mean who? Or why? I assume you mean why. But why not? I mean, he wins. Move. Tug at your man bits. Don't you, once you win? Every single time I win a fight in this game, I tug at my man bits. You just can't see it because, you know, it's off screen. Why? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Western, your aunt actually lives there, so that'd be cool. Cool. Would you go and stay with her, Pete, or would you want to get your own place? Because right now you have a lot of roommates, right? Have you ever lived on your own? I would absolutely 100% recommend that every single person, at least sometime in their life, live on their own. Yeah, I think it is absolutely imperative. You do not understand who you are as a person so well as when you have to live with your own thoughts and be alone. And you can avoid that when you have roommates. Plus, you might find out you like it. I actually love living alone with the dog. If I didn't have a pet, I would be pretty lonely, I think, for sure. But I'll probably always have a pet. I'm sure when I'm old and gray, they'll find me being gnawed on by whatever pet I have at the time. You want Apocalypse a little more because you've got all the good mutants, even Wolvie. But if you get CGR, you ain't complaining. Yeah, I have a 5-star Apocalypse. I was going to go for him in Arena. I think I did the early access bundle and actually got him or something. So I went for Professor X and I didn't have to go for Apocalypse, I believe. But I was ready to put up whatever it took for Apocalypse. And I think that was right before the arenas changed? To go to the 300? Yeah. But yeah, he's pretty fun. He does buff up those mutant champions, and he is just kind of fun on his own. He does some pretty good damage and is tanky as F. You get your own place? Cool, Pete. You have not, but you want to. Your mom thinks you get sad, but you think you'd like it. You would probably do both at various points, you know? Like, you probably would really like it at first, then you might get a little bit sad, and then you might get to like it again, you know? It really does teach you about yourself. And if you can stand... Because you got to be able to live with yourself before you can live with other people in a way. And knowing about yourself, what you're capable of on your own, how you structure things. Plus, it's just fun to just go around your house butt naked and nobody cares. Obviously. The apartments I am at, there's a place downstairs. I used to have some flags out on my balcony. They were just some Seahawks flags, nothing offensive. You know, they said 12 or I don't know what the hell ever. Maybe one was a Mariners flag. Actually, I think I had a Seahawks flag, a Huskies flag, University of Washington Huskies, and a Seattle Mariners flag. And they kind of covered the balcony. So if I was out on the balcony, you couldn't just see through the crappy metal grating they had because the flags covered it. So it gave me an element of privacy if I had my screen door open because those were there covering the bottom part or whatever. Anyways, the person below me that was running a business said that they wanted me to remove them because they thought they looked tacky. To which I replied that their sign looked tacky as shit. And I got into a long discussion with the vice president of the company that runs the apartment complexes about it, saying, hey, you know, I was actually here before that business moved in downstairs, and she can go ahead and suck my balls because I'm not going to do that. And if they think that's tacky, tell you what, if they have a real problem with that, tell her that I will go ahead and take down those flags, leave my windows open 24/7, and walk around butt naked in my apartment. See how that is for their business, huh? So yeah. I didn't actually do that, and I didn't take down the flags either. Until they got a little bit tattered from age and sunlight and so forth. And I took them down. But in the meantime, all I'm saying is, just think about walking around butt naked in your apartment. It's not bad. And stand up to those corporations. Although it was probably a relatively small business. But still, whatever. You also told your mom you're stealing one of your cats when you move? Ooh, well that one's tough, Pete. I mean, having a cat would be good, I'm sure. That part's not tough. But the stealing a pet from your mother? I don't know about that, buddy. You can get in some trouble there. That's like when I said to an ex-girlfriend that wanted to get a dog. I was like, well, if we break up, like, we can't break up. If we get a dog together, that is essentially you proposing to me, and we're getting married, and there will not be a divorce until that dog is dead, because there's no way you were taking a pet away from me. No way in hell. Not gonna happen. You still have 5-star Professor X at rank 1. Criminal, you know, resources poor. Fitz, do you run suicides or no? I forget. I think you don't run suicides, right? I think he's a lot more fun if you don't run suicides. I ranked him up right away to stick him on defense, and he did nothing, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I don't really use him so far, just because he's a 5-star, and because you want to spam those specials. So I haven't really found a lot of occasion to use Professor X yet. I think he's a really powerful champion. I think he's probably somewhat underrated still, even with people more recently seeing what he can do with MSD, showcasing him a little bit and linking to the other dude's channel, who I wish I remembered his name. I apologize, other dude. Showing some good Professor X gameplay. So I think he's a champion who's a little bit slept on at the moment. Professor X seems to be really badass, but yeah. I have not used him much myself either. Whenever you have the house to yourself, you walk around butt naked. That's not very often, though. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If you have your own place, you can do it all the time, Pete. And it's not like anyone would really be able to see you, because if you just turn sideways, no one's going to see you. Oh, your mom said you could. Wow, okay. Well, you said you told her you were doing it. You must have told her, and then she understood your determination, and she said, yes, my son. Go with this pussy in peace. I assume that's how the conversation went down. Oh, Ronan, why aren't you a slightly better champion? He's not that bad, guys, I swear. He's not that bad. No suicides. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get that boy ranked up then. He does some good stuff. What got aged and tattered, the flags or the anyway? Butt naked walking man. Anyone picture Friends episode now? Yeah, what the except for that's ugly naked guy, dude. I'm not ugly. Ridiculous. Either, but I don't look that bad. No, it was the flags though. It just kind of blew my mind because I looked at them and the flags were faded and worn from sunlight, and it kind of went against my Seattle stereotype, which I'd lived here for a while and I understood there's sunshine occasionally, but somehow in my mind it's still looking at the flags, which were very clearly whitewashed from the sunshine and faded. It's like, it's Seattle. That shouldn't happen. As it rains constantly here all winter long. Pete, I think we had more rain, or I think we had all of January's rain in the first 4 days, I believe. It was ridiculous. Lucy loves you and hates everyone else. Well, yeah, there you go. Sounds like that's your cat then, Pete. I had a Lucy as a dog who was my favorite dog besides the ZOE here being my first on my own. But growing up, my childhood dog, Lucy, was a fantastic dog. She's the one who would go in and warm up my bed every night before I went to sleep. I would stay up late watching something like Friends or Seinfeld or must-see TV on a Thursday night and doing my homework until, 11 or midnight or whenever the hell late shows came on, Letterman, that kind of stuff. And the dog would go and ask to be put to bed. She'd go to my bed and put her head on the edge of the bed and look at me and just wait there until I was like, okay, get in. And she'd get in and she'd go to where I would lie and she would warm up that spot. And then when I came to bed an hour or two later, she'd go to the foot of the bed. That was a good dog. This one back here, she's not very snuggly. And does not like to be confined, but understandable. I like to fly free as well. That's exactly how the conversation went down, yeah. Cannot spell Americano word. Anyway, well, you're close. Isn't that who it is, though, that's across the hall is Ugly Naked Guy, right? Not just Naked Guy. Ugly Naked Guy is doing this, or Ugly Naked Guy is doing that. I haven't watched Friends for many years, though. Oh, I can't. Duh, she's a robot. I bet my friend Mandy is probably still watching Friends to this day. Like, she probably just has Friends on in the background 100% of the time. That's how I picture her anyways. I would love to get a cat too, actually. I've had having a dog and a cat would be kind of nice, a nice combo, but the smell in the apartment of the litter box, don't want to have to clean it every day. And that's what you need to do when you have a cat, pretty much, in an apartment as small as mine. Because it's not that big. Alright. Cruising along here. We're actually getting some damn arena done. This will be not the worst start ever. I kind of don't want to go too crazy the next couple days because I think I will be going for whatever the new champion is on Thursday. But I don't really have a whole lot going on. So I could just go crazy. Crazy in the arenas. Crazy for the arenas. But Jubilation Lee here. I think I need her. I'm definitely curious about Strife. Sounds like a mutant Aegon would be pretty impressive. Not that I would need him for anything, but yeah. I kind of already... I get a little sad that I have... And this, I know this sounds silly, but I get a little sad that I have my Alliance War team pretty set. And it has been pretty set here for the last couple of seasons, just because I have rank 3 Magneto and I have rank 3 Omega Red. And So I'm going to be bringing them to war, and that's pretty much that. And that means I'm pretty much always going to be bringing Sabretooth as well. Because if you got to be the Omega Red guy with the rank 3 6-star max Sig Omega Red, you're probably going to need to bring Sabretooth everywhere too. And they make for a great team. I just wish my third champion was somewhat useful. I would love to bring along Immortal Abomination or somebody else, you know? Strife looks badass, yeah, for sure. Your war team has been set for 2 years. Yep, you are the Ghost Panda, for sure. You made me Google search sad face Honorary? Elaborate, Billy. I'm not sure what you mean. Ornery? Get over there. What did you mean? Google search... I mean... I know you didn't Google search sad face. Yeah, Strife looks badass, though. I am excited about him. Well, I should say his abilities look pretty cool. As far as looking badass, he's kind of got some big dumb horns on his head. But that's okay. He didn't look that awesome in the 90s comics either, and I still loved him. Those are some of the few X-Force comics I ever collected were during the Strife period of time and the Executioner's Song and the crossover event in Marvel. If anybody remembers that. What's up, Ohm? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Your Alliance team your Alliance War team this past season has been Omega Red, Void, and either Torch or Red Mags. Gotcha. So you go without the Sabretooth synergy, huh? I get stuck with all of the Korgs and things and whatever else. I didn't take a Nick Fury today, which I should have. Cough, Captain Bay. And then I didn't take Killmonger on Buffet, which I should have. I want to both save items in war. I want to save boosts. I want to save resources because I've spent a lot the last few seasons taking a whole bunch of fights. And yeah, but that's not how you spell that, Miss Jane. And so forth. But at the same time, I don't like when people take fights where I know that I wouldn't have died, or I'm pretty certain I wouldn't have died. So yeah. No offense, Captain, if you're still awake. Shit happens, I know. Onery. No, but it's Arnery. That's not how you spell it, right? Can't be how you spell it. You start talking about old men and you sound like Pixie. Where... There's an R in there, isn't there? Yeah, there's an R. Oh god, sorry for the bright screen, guys. Ornery. Bad-tempered and combative. I was just clarifying, okay? Sorry, Billy, I don't mean to give you any crap about spelling. He was an ornery old cuss. That's how I think of it. It has a Western drawl in my head when I hear the word ornery. I wonder if that's a word how old that word is, actually. Is it in Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain books or anything? Ornery in there? You take Mixmaster Korg, most of the things, and usually lane 5 in both sections, and then depending on the boss island, take half the island. Yeah, that's what it feels like sometimes, man. Void and Omega Red synergies. Yeah, they do go together nicely, but I just find the Sabretooth one to be a lot more useful in general. We had somebody today died to... I have a rank 3 Korg, and we put him on Mixmaster, and he has not been getting many kills lately with the alliances we've been facing. But we went up against someone today, and they had a Sig 200 rank 3 Omega Red, so sorry for calling you out, buddy. But he died to my Korg, which I have died to that fight with my Omega Red before too, so, you know, it happens every once in a while. But his name was Ass Eater. It was like Ass Eater 2271 or something like that. I remember it. I'm like, you ate some ass on my Mixmaster Korg, did you? Priceless. It was a much better fight for Doom, our alliance has found. So this season, since Captain Bay has rank 3'd his 6-star Doom, he's been taking Mixmaster Korg all the time, and I am perfectly fine with that. It is safer, it's slower, but it's safer and better. So yeah, let him do it. That's fine. Yep, there's an R. You're a senior English teacher with a spelling issue. Go figure. Really, Miss Jane? You're an English teacher? It's very hit or miss whether or not English teachers like me. So, I'm glad to chalk you up as one of the ones who obviously can stand me. You just finished your last 4 fights of war, actually. R2 thing on Rage, R3 Elsa on Power Focus 1, and a 565 Sentinel on Aspect of Evolution. Yeah, those are some pretty tough fights. I get nervous about Rage with Omega because with boosts, I just get nervous about Rage in general. I'm now shell-shocked after having died to Rage because of 1 point. Because of 0.7. Oh god. See, that's something I need to make into a video. It's just me reacting to myself dying with Magneto to Rage Hulkbuster because of a 0.7% activation of Rage. Or activating it by 0.7, 0.7%. Or of a point, rather. Super irritating. But yeah, those are some tough fights. I don't even know what we have left in war here. Shared main boss, the end of the path, yeah. What do we got going on in war? We're getting close to being done with these arenas here. Or this arena, anyways. So I can go start on another one. Love it when champs go together. That's what I was going for. Okay. As usual, you're out of context and actually love it. You're a typo master. I assumed that's what you meant, Billy. I just was clarifying. It's very good to clarify things. Okay, where are we going? We don't need to go here. I'm sure I've helped people for today. I have not helped people for today. Okay, it just changed over. Good to know. What are we taking a look at? War. Okay. That's done. It looks like we mostly have the mini island here. I would assume... I honestly don't even know if I'm going to be assigned to any of these fights. I can do multiple of them. Not going to mess around with Hulkbuster on Rage there. That was dumb. Although without the boosts, that would be fine. Doom I could take with Magneto fairly easily. Sorcerer Supreme I can take with Omega, so I'll probably end up going left. And I assume there's other people for these other fights. I could do Apocalypse probably, but that wouldn't be great if I died. Yeah. So I probably shouldn't have to do too much. What do we got for a score here? Okay, we got a healthy-ish lead. I think some of their deaths don't count, but we're not doing too bad at the moment. Our battle group's not doing terribly. Oh, never mind. I take that back. We've died 6 times. What the hell? It's mildly annoying. Did my defenders get any kills here, though? Ho, ho, ho! Look at that. Okay. Nothing there. Thing with 6 kills. That is completely unnecessary. So 3 of those don't count. Oh, nothing for my rank 3 mole man. And 2 kills for Corgi. Alright, well that's 5 deaths that did count this war due to my defense. So I will take that. That is not bad. My defense does not get a lot of kills lately, so I will take that, guys. Alright. Back to the arenas here. So I probably don't really need to do much in the morning. I might wake up in time to fight some... I mean, like, I'll be awake in time for the end of war in case I do need to do anything. But as far as I know, I'm not assigned to any of the minis so far. Yeah, so... should be a pretty chill morning for me. But I guess I should probably have another drink. You take Rage, you boost afterwards, you tend to take Thing with Void. You have 97% success rate so far. Damn, yeah. I cannot get the Thing boss down with Omega, that's for sure. Most Voids, or most things I take with Omega, though. Kid talk, kid talk, kid talk. Yeah, that sounds fun. Get them reading every day. Hell yeah. My parents used to put up cards on things. So say you're looking at the blinds, and they would put the word blinds on blinds. Or they would put postcards on the... like, note cards, right? They would just write on it in big letters, couch, and they would have it spelled. Or they would have television, and they'd have it spelled. Or they'd have, you know, whatever. Just objects all around the house. They just put all of those note cards on them. And then I would have to go around the house reading them and spelling them all, and so forth. And I think that was a fairly useful thing. I didn't like it wasn't I wasn't being punished if I didn't get them correct or anything like that. It wasn't crazy or weird. It was just, oh, this is a couch and this is how you spell it. You know, this is blah blah blah. This is how you spell it. And they read to me all the time. My mom read to me all the time. I think that of anything you can possibly do for your children, reading to them is probably one of the most important things. For sure. Cheers to English teachers. A thing I could never be, and not something that everyone respects. But I respect you, Miss Jane. I respect English teachers, and teachers in general. My dad is a few days away from retirement, actually. My mom said I should be texting him every day and being like, so how much time you got left? How much time you got left? But he doesn't respond to text messages or phone calls that much. And I find that would probably be annoying if, while being a nice thought from my mother, of paying attention and so forth. Oh, game, laggy game. Yeah, I'm gonna restart this real quick. There. If for no other reason, then you get to inflict your favorite books on your kids. Mwahahaha! Yes, exactly. I absolutely love the Lord of the Rings books and hate Peter Jackson because of my mother. So, yeah. How do you take Thing with Omega Red? How do you not take Thing with Omega Red? Like I said, not the boss. If it's the boss, I do not do that fight because I cannot do that with Omega Red. I mean, I could do it with Omega Red, but I have not successfully so far soloed it with Omega Red. It's hard to do on the boss node. But on other fights, I take Thing with Omega Red all the time. Super easy. He melts real quick. Like basically any other fight that isn't the boss. Same here again, Miss Jane. We are in a bad way for first time. Well, you know, spelling isn't the most important thing as long as you can get the idea across, right? I just come from that background of being precise in those kind of things. So, when I'm reading comments, I don't ever mean to put anyone down or insult anyone or anything, but if something is misspelled, I just try to make sure that I'm getting exactly what they're saying correct, since it is in text format, rather than something that I'm hearing, right? You just want to clarify everything. Do I want specials? You take Thing with Void, it's a safer fight for me. Yeah, no, it is a safer fight with Void, definitely for the boss, for sure. As far as for other nodes, I don't necessarily know that Void is safer. And anything, because if I'm using Omega Red too, I don't want to be taking suicides on and off to then use Void. So, you know, I would have to do that if I was. As far as do I launch specials? Yeah, I do launch specials. I just learned a long time ago how many hits Omega's Special 2 has and when you can throw it, basically. So I'll kind of save the Special 2 until until I've gotten up to 15 hits and he's already thrown it. And then right after he's done it, then I'll throw the L2. It might take 2 rounds, so it might push me to an L3. And it might have trouble keeping up spore damage sometimes that way. But anything that isn't stun immune, basically, and I can heavy counter thing fairly well at this point. But anything that isn't stun immune, you just parry heavy and stand next to him and let it sink in. And then once you have 20 or so spores on thing, it doesn't matter what rank he is. If you can keep those 20 or 30, that fight's over with in 30 or 40 seconds at most. Goes down pretty damn quickly. If you can't get the spores up and you need to fire specials, then you can be in trouble. Also, I've had trouble because I've used Omega and had too many spores up where I went to hit into his block to get his power up so that he would throw a special and get rid of the rock stacks, and instead I accidentally went unstoppable with Omega, hit into thing, that took away a couple charges and forced him into unstoppable, and that got me into a bad situation. So that has happened before. You have to be, but that was also because I was being too aggressive. Had I just been doing parry heavy, wouldn't have been an issue at all. So, Miss Jane, protect your pupils, gather them. Get them do chapter from William Shakespeare. Get them to do chapter from William Shakespeare in transcribe to emoji or quick text. Grade it and say never do this again. That would probably work, yeah. You turned your suicides off a couple seasons ago. You don't currently need them. Okay. So you use Omega without suicides, huh? That's painful. Totally doable, but painful for me. I like things being done quickly. I don't like... That's part of the reason I never have really liked Void that much. I understand exactly how useful Void is. I have a Void at rank 5, Sig 200. I have my 6-star at rank 2, and he might be my next Science rank 3 champion. Like, Void is extremely useful. He's just so freaking slow, and I don't like slow. I like to go fast. Fast damage in this game is more fun to me. Yeah, but so there were 2 fights tonight. There was a Nick Fury on Mixmaster, and it had gone well for Cap the last time when he used his Corvus, and so he did it again. He had some unfortunate circumstances take place and gave up 1 death. And then another Alliance member took Killmonger on Buffet with Archangel and gave up 1 there too. And, you know, nothing against either of those guys. Things happen. I can absolutely die just the same as they could have, you know, whatever. But, that said, and it probably doesn't matter for this war, but that said, I've never died to Killmonger on Mixmaster, or Nick Fury on Mixmaster, and I've never died to Killmonger on Buffet, and they go pretty quick with my Omega, so kind of like, okay, that's fine, you know, you can take that fight again next time, but if you die a second time, then I'm going to be like, nah, that's my fight. Back off. Back off. And I'd rather use potions or items or boost multiple times or whatever than have us give up unnecessary deaths. And like I think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I said that Chris said other people aren't going to get better at those fights unless they have experience doing them, which is true. But if they just have the wrong counter, or I have a better counter, and I know they could do the fight if they had the better counter, then it's not that big a deal, you know? Yes, you got your kids to do a story in emoji, you got 2 hours of peace. Sometimes you just need that peace and quiet, man. Get them to do whatever. Legos. Legos are so good for some peace and quiet. My parents could send me off with Legos and I wanted nothing to do with them. I don't even know how many hours I spent playing with Legos in my room alone by myself. Partially that's probably from being an only child and so forth, though. So you just parry heavy and just stand next to them. I see. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You have the patience to use Omega without suicides and love your void. Yeah, no, dude. I mean, it's not like it's a terrible thing or anything. It makes sense in certain circumstances. It's not for me. Oh, I should not have done that. Whoops. I guess now we'll just have to keep heavying him. Oh boy. Shouldn't this guy be auto-blocking me, or shouldn't I be missing him or something? Is that part of Punisher's update? Something happened. I have no idea. Okay, well. Went better than I thought it would. Yeah, Omega Red without suicides is fairly painful to me. But honestly, this game without suicides is pretty painful to me. In fact, I don't know if, like, if they had never had the suicide masteries, would I still be playing the game? Maybe, probably, I don't know, because I wouldn't have known any better. But once I played the game with suicides, then not playing them, or playing without suicides after that, I'm like, no. Like, if they did away with the suicide masteries nowadays, I'd just be like, alright, well, F it. I'll go do something else. Not gonna happen. So in my alliance, we are only 5 and just started playing War. 3 of us have over 300k profiles and 2 accounts really low. Your cousin and niece, but funny thing, your cousin put in 2 stars for war defense and he has 2 kills already? With 2 stars? Nice, man. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm still working on my All Abdos alliance. And when I get my All Abdos alliance going, we're gonna kick up some wars, I'm pretty sure. I wonder if Kabam is gonna... Like, there's no way they can object to that, right? It'll be me playing the different accounts, but it won't be anyone else besides me playing the different accounts. So it's not account sharing as in I'm not sharing my account with someone else. It's just that I'm playing multiple accounts. And if I set that up to do a war or to do AQ, where I actually have 10 different alternate accounts, I mean, it's just going to be a huge pain in the ass typing in those passwords and emails every time to switch over from account to account to account, but I don't think that's against the terms of service. I don't think there's anything they can really object to that much, right? I don't know. 30 spider hams? Yeah, right? Start the game new last month and get a bunch of spider hams because you got the 2-star spider ham for everybody, every new account. 2-star spider ham helped out a little bit on the new account challenge I was doing. I would like to do a legit new account challenge where I did, you know, the same way BG did, where you actually spend a good amount of your day grinding at it, spend like a 7-day period to do it or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. You're playing 3, no rules broken? Yeah, so I think I have... okay, I have my main account. You know how if you log out and don't put in any other information, there's an account that it goes to? I have that one, which I'm afraid of that I don't have links to anything. So if I lost the phone or did whatever, that would just go away. And then I have 2 or 3 others I started over the gifting event to like screw around with. So I'm halfway to creating a battle group, I think. And I can have all Abdos. We can go here in a second. I'll go look at it. It's by invitation only. 1 Abdo is the alliance. Get it? 1 Abdo. Terrible. All right. Last one here. What? You got any synergy pals who are at rank 3 at least? Oh, yeah, he's rank 3. Alright. Oh, it's kind of sad. Pulled one more champion for uneven arena teams. I only had an even set of arena teams for like a friggin' day. Oh, well. Attack of the Abdos. Exactly, Casey. What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing, Case? Have you been lurking this whole time, or what are you up to? I miss you. See if we learn anything on Friday. I hear our region, or King County, is relatively close to meeting the requirements for going back to 25% occupancy of the restaurant. Not really sure how thrilled I am about that, but you know. Abdo Armageddon, I like it, I like it. Ooh, Casey, maybe that could be your team name for next year, Abdo Armageddon. Casey's fantasy football team name is Attack of the Abdos, and he has this picture of me, which he altered, where it's just my face over and over and over again, stacked on top of each other, like cascading, kind of, and it's a little ridiculous. But then, so was his team this year. So, yeah. Cool. Shit happens. Doing all right. Hung out with Antonio today. Really, just got here. Cool. Right on. What's Antonio up to? How's he been? Well, we are opening soon, so you may be seeing me more often. Does he want to open for just outside? Case? Because I mean, you know, I've been surprised this whole time that he hasn't. So. War vid title, 50 fights, crazy war? Yeah. Just take all 50 fights. That'd be ridiculous. I might do it, though. We'll see. Just because it'd be super low-ranked war anyways, so it's not like it's going to matter. Yeah, Casey, if he opens up for the patio, so it's only outdoor seating, I would be very curious as to how he wanted to staff that. And I would be very curious how it would be anyone besides me or Ben or Annie who was working, because I would think that you'd have to... outdoor, yes, with some inside tables near the open sliding doors, literally what I told him to do months ago. Yeah, I mean, we all told him that. Interesting. Okay. Well, good to know. Because I would assume that would be me, Ben, or Annie, because... I mean, I guess you're there so you can make cocktails if it was just a server, but then you'd have to make all of the drinks for... everything at nighttime too, and if it was a full patio, that's a decent amount. So I don't know how that's going to work with staffing and so forth, but I'm ready. Whatever's clever. I mean, to a certain extent, depending on how it all works out, I could do most of that myself. You know, most of the patio. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, looks like we are done there. 1 to 2 servers, busser, bartender, me, hostess, expo. Yeah, okay. When's he thinking about doing that, Case? Is that pretty soon? I don't think he can do I don't think he can do technically anything inside by the door. Technically. But I'm not 100% sure about that. We'd have to get confirmation, or at least I would want to get confirmation that we were allowed to do that, because I don't think we would be allowed, but because places like Joey Kitchen or whatever that have that's technically I don't think you can have anywhere inside that has recirculated air. I think if it's enclosed within walls, but you can open it up and it doesn't have an HVAC system, I think you can do that. But yeah. Next week, we are conference calling on Wednesday. Okay, alright, well, keep me up to date. He can, you've seen other places doing it, and he's working on the health department. Okay. Alright, yeah, keep me up to date about it. Obviously, we'll see. I'm ready to be going back to work and actually making some money and not living off of unemployment. Would be nice, so, yeah. Although, like I said, I do kind of would love it if I could get vaccinated before we actually go back to work. But that's not going to happen. unfortunately. That's okay. I got plenty of those KN95 masks, so we'll work it out. Like I said, the only other thing that I'm concerned about is that January and February are the down times in the restaurant business anyways. So it's kind of annoying that we missed all of the previous time and then he wants to open up in the downtime, but c'est la vie. I would like to be back to work and not just sitting around doing nothing. Speaking of doing nothing, I'm just dicking around here. Let's go spin out a couple crystals and call it a night, guys. What do we got here? Where are they at? Uncollected arena crystals. Conference call next Wednesday. Alright, let's get some units. My units are looking pretty low here. Oh! Oh. Gold. Gold! Son of a bitch. It'll be weird, man. So what have we been off since, right before Thanksgiving? Oh, you're off? Good night? Alright, good night, Case. I'll talk to you sometime soon. Dragon Dagger, you have yourself a good night as well. Conference call this Wednesday open. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Dragon Dagger, thanks for chiming in. You've been here lurking this whole time. Have a good evening. Open up for takeouts and delivery. Keep business ticking over. No, the restaurant is open for takeout. So we have been doing just takeout, which involves units. Whoa! Was that 225? Yes! All right. Wasn't even paying attention. But fantastic. Yeah, the restaurant has been open for takeout only. So they've had like 2 cooks, an expo, and the front end like hostess kind of person taking the to-go orders. So yeah. Night all, night James Smith. You always lurk, Dragon. Gotcha. Yeah, so they've been staying open, Billy, and they're doing like 1,000 something a day, maybe, or a little less than that on average. Oh, almost units again. But not enough to keep the doors open, but not the same obviously as even having the patio outside open. And we told him the owner of the restaurant months ago, before it started to get cold even, that we needed to get tents for the rain and outdoor heaters and have it all set up and ready to go when winter came, and he didn't want to do it. He didn't think it was worth the business. And I guess it's just maybe we're closed down longer than he thought it would be, but, I don't know. Anyway, I guess apparently he's finally decided to open it up for that. I'm sure it'll be shorter, I'm sure it'll be whatever, but maybe I'll get to go back to work at least 20 hours a week and make more money than sitting around doing nothing on unemployment. So, hopefully, we will see. Literally finishing up the last quest of Cav now. Great timing to call tonight. Right on. What's up, Joe? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm not going to go to bed instantly, but I've been on for 2 hours now, and that is enough for me. I got done with the 6-star featured arena, so I think we shall call it a night. Have you seen the new hilarious Twitter account, the funniest of troll accounts? No, Joe, I have not seen that account. Send it to me online or something. Send it to me online, and you have yourself a good night. Everybody else, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming to the after party. I'll probably see you guys again tomorrow. I might do like a little daytime stream, depending. I don't know. Got not a whole lot going on. Might do like Jubilee's arcade kind of stuff tomorrow in the daytime. Probably do a nighttime thing again. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you're at in the world. I love you. And cheers.